Hey guys, Chemist here, and today we're gonna start back up on episode 2 of the Pokemon Crystal 2.0 ROM hack playthrough. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if you noticed when I loaded the game back up, I was facing to the left or the right. I don't know. Whenever I was playing these games as a kid, I always wanted my Pokemon or my main character facing the sides because I thought the sprite looked the coolest from the side. I don't know. It's just a really weird thing I did. Just to recap for everyone. We have Fireball, our Cyndaquil. He is a level 7. And we have Squirt, our Squirtle, who is a level 4. Yeah, that's going to be really fun having a Blastoise at the end of this game, nicknamed Squirt. But, yep. All right, so we had just beaten our rival, gone back to Elm, shown him a mystery egg, and gotten Pokeballs and added the second member to our team, Squirt. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make our way up to these first little battles that you get into for the game. So also, just a side note, today and from now on, I'm using a game controller, so that way, you don't have to worry, hopefully, as much about hearing um, me clacking away at the keyboard. So, let's fight the infamous youngster Joey. Alright. So, okay. So he's going to come on along, and he has, of course, his Rattata. And I think I'm going to get his phone number. Even though he's annoying and calls you a whole bunch of times, I liked the feature where they had trainers call you in this game. I felt like it kept the game alive post story. So I think I will get his phone number after this. So he's going to go for a tail whip, and of course it doesn't do anything too bad because it's a level 4 Rattata. But yeah, okay, so he is down pretty easy. Since we chose Cyndaquil as our starter, I'm actually going to train Squirt a little bit because Cyndaquil will just run Rampage through the Sprout Tower that's coming up, so he's going to get a lot of experience very easily. So I think I'm going to use this time to level Squirt up a bit because Squirt will be practically useless in Sprout Tower. Oh, Squirtle's so awesome. He looks so cute. So, fun fact, the reason I wanted Squirt in this playthrough is because when I played the Pokemon Yellow, so when I very first played a Pokemon game, it was Pokemon Crystal when I was a kid. It had just come out. My friend Alex, when I was a kid, got it, and then I begged my mom to let me go to the store and get it, and she did. She let me get it. So, the very first game I ever played was this, Crystal. And then after that, I played Yellow because I enjoyed Crystal so much. So, out of the original starters that you get in Yellow, Squirtle was always my favorite because Gen 1 was pretty famous for the science of Pokemon. The whole overarching story was the ethics involved with creating Mewtwo from Mew, and Mewtwo is basically this genetically engineered Pokemon. So there's a lot of science lore based in the first generations, and the reason I liked Blastoise and Squirtle so much is because most of the Pokemon in Gen 1 were just, you know, f- more or less, they were just big versions of things that already existed. Like Rattata is a big rat, Tauros is a bull, things along those lines. Charizard was just like this regular mythical fire dragon, but Blastoise was a freaking turtle with cannons coming out of its shell. It was just it was just so like different. It's awesome. So I know Blastoise is way outclassed by other water Pokemon, specifically Lapras, Suicune, Vaporeon, Starmie. Of course, Starmie. Starmie's incredibly strong, but Blastoise is like my favorite water Pokemon, and I tend to play through Pokemon games with the Pokemon that are my favorite, not the ones that are most powerful. I have teams, for battling, that I've EV and IV trained in later games for battling and stuff like that competitively that I take more seriously. But for playthroughs, I tend to always use the Pokemon that are my favorites. Because let's be honest, in a playthrough, just going against like the regular AI, any Pokemon at level 40 or 50 is going to do perfectly fine. I mean, you're gonna beat the game. So I rather enjoy using my favorites. And look at, I mean, like Squirtle is just so happy. Like he's just very, very happy. Okay, and he's tanking these Caterpie tackles like it's nothing. Okay, go Squirt. Almost level 6. Okay, cool. Another Caterpie. Okay, cool. We'll keep you in just to get you at least some half experience. Okay, cool, cool. So, if you guys watch this, I know my channel's just starting, so I don't really expect a whole bunch of people to watch this. But when if you come across this video and you start to play along, or just follow me through the story just to see what changes I've made and everything, um, let me know what your favorite starter was in each generation of 1 and 2. Mine is obviously Squirtle for Generation 1 and Cyndaquil for Generation 2. And oddly enough, even after Squirtle, I actually prefer in Generation 1 Bulbasaur to Charmander. Not only because I think he looks cool and everything, but the main reason is because Razor Leaf was so broken in Generation 1. So Razor Leaf, when you had a Venusaur, had an absurdly high critical hit chance. It was 99.6% to be exact. So that made Venusaur super, super strong. And then on top of that, it was really cool that Bulbasaur had Leech Seed. I am a huge, huge fan of the moves that regenerate health. I'm just like very much attracted to those types of moves. And Bulbasaur has Leech Seed, and then you can use either Stun Spore or Poison Powder. So I mean, you can seed up your enemy. You can have one of those status changes helping you not get attacked or chipping more away at their health. And then you have a move that's Stab that's guaranteed a critical hit. I mean, Bulbasaur, it was a really good Pokemon in Gen 1. Okay, so let's see what this guy has to say. Dark Cave. If Pokemon could light it up, I'd explore it. Well, I might actually go in there a little bit because I think I want to snag member number 3 of our team. Huh? I walked too far today looking for Pokemon. My feet hurt and I'm sleepy. If I were a wild Pokemon, I'd be easy to catch. Dude, I feel ya. We'll actually come back to him because if my memory serves me right, I think he's the one that gives you Nightmare or Dream. No, I think it's Nightmare. This dude right here is about to be a pain because he has like 5 of the same Pokemon. So let's see. Let's give Squirt. Oh, I don't have any more berries. Okay, that's okay. I'll just leave him in the beginning just to get him a little bit of experience and then bring out Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil will become exponentially more useful when it learns Ember because I'll just shred through Sprout Tower that way. So yes, this dude has, I think it's like 4 Caterpies, maybe one of them's Weedle. Oh, look at that defense! 1 HP, go Squirtle. Oh, okay. What, is he gonna crit me for 2? Okay, awesome. Caterpie's down. Okay, I'm actually gonna keep Squirt in because if I keep him in, he will level up one more time. And I actually need a pretty decently balanced team in order to successfully take on these gyms that I've made because I gave them way more respectable teams. Because in Pokemon Crystal, Falconer is the very first gym leader you face, and he's the bird gym. I mean, he says he's. I mean, like you expect him to be the flying type, but he's actually the bird gym leader. And so his two Pokemon were a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto. Now Pidgeotto is pretty cool. That's a reasonable Pokemon to have as a gym leader. It's the very first gym. You can't have overpowered Pokemon in the first gym. But a Pidgey, like I remember just being a kid, just thinking like, wow, dude, this guy's a pushover. Like I have a hard time respecting him as a gym leader. So I replaced the Pidgey with a better Pokemon that's more reasonable, and I increased the levels just slightly. I wanted him to like feel like an actual gym leader, someone that you respect, someone that you felt good after when you beat them. So. But we have to be careful because I can't get Squirtle over level 10, or I think he'll start disobeying me until I get that first gym badge. So I need to keep Squirtle hovering around the 8 or 9 level. And then, but Fireball, since Fireball is my starter, Fireball can be a high level. So I'm going to try to have Fireball somewhere around the 12 or 14 mark for this first gym battle. Oh my gosh. Does that like never take you guys by surprise when you like find an item on the ground and it like happens to be a Pokeball? Because they're always like a Pokeball icon. I never expect it. Okay, so we got a random encounter here. At nighttime, I made it to where you can actually find some pretty cool looking Pokemon in this patch of grass. I made it to where you can actually find a Ghastly in this patch of grass at nighttime, which is nice. Another thing you can also do is I edited the Sprout Tower. So at nighttime, you could always catch a Ghastly in Sprout Tower. But I don't know if you guys remember, but they introduced a new ghost type Pokemon in this generation, and that's Misdreavus. Some people tend to think that Misdreavus is newer than Generation 2, but it's not. It was introduced in this generation, so I edited Sprout Tower to where you can find Misdreavus at night as well. I found a good Pokemon in Dark Cave. I'm going to raise it to take on Falconer. He's the leader of Violet's gym leader. Yeah. And his overworld sprite, like his NPC sprite, looks really cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal these Pokemon up. And I think what I want to do now is I want to first show you guys this house down here. So if you guys remember, this house in Violet City is your first in-game trade. So a Pokemon you get in a trade grows quickly, but if you don't have the right gym badge, they may disobey you. Yeah. So usually what you can do is you can trade a Bellsprout to this kid right here, and he'll give you an Onyx. But I felt that was kind of not needed because Dark Cave is right there in the corner, and you can catch an Onyx there. So I never really quite understood that. I felt like this trade specifically um, did not have its full advantage exploited. So what I did for you guys is, let's find out. I collect Pokemon. Do you have a Bellsprout? Notice it's a Bellsprout male. You have to have a Bellsprout male for this trade to work. You want to trade it for Staryu. That's right, guys. Starmie is easily one of the top 5 strongest Pokemon in Generation 2, legendaries excluded. I mean, Starmie is super, super good. Really high speed, really high special attack. And I made it to where you guys can get a level boost, or trade boosted experience Starmie in this game. You're very, very welcome. But I'm going to use Blastoise because I like Blastoise better. So, where is the mart? Let's go find the mart. Yes. So this is the first place actually that you can buy Pokeballs. So let's see. Okay. Look at that money, guys. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we get a like? Oh man. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna get 10 Pokeballs. Cause I would like to catch a third member of our team. So let's see here. Let's go back. This is actually going to be a really weird looking part of the game for you guys. I apologize in advance, but the Pokemon I want to catch is inside this cave, and of course you can't use Flash until you beat Falconer. So I'm gonna be like just kind of like running around in the dark trying to encounter a Pokemon. Oh, okay, here we go. So let's see. Here's a good range. Okay, so let's see if we can find the Pokemon I want to catch. Boom. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so let's weaken Zubat a little bit. The main reason I want to catch a Zubat is because Crobat is one of my favorite Pokemon in the game, easily. I think he looks so cool, and I made him not suck anymore in this generation. The physical special split benefit him quite a bit in this game, and yeah, I made it to where he can learn Sludge Bomb. I really want a Pokemon that I can keep in my main party that knows Fly, and Fly will be a stab move for Zubat. And on top of that, I made it 100% accurate and I buffed it. So okay, so I don't want to get a critical hit with the with the bubble here. Okay, so actually, you know what? I think I can get one more hit. There we go. No! Oh, dang. Okay, oh crap, Squirtle's level 8 too. Okay, alright, that was a mess up. But yeah, I like to have a flyer in my party, and I really don't like HM slaves. I feel like they just make the game more boring because you have to go back and forth between the PC. So yeah, I'm just not a fan. I'm a really big fan of keeping a Pokemon in party that knows Fly. So okay, it's a shame that I can't level Squirt up too high because Geodudes are just like the perfect Pokemon to train Squirtle on. Bubble should do quite a bit to them, especially since Geodudes don't really have super high special defense to begin with. So, okay. Let's get another Zubat. Oh, dang. Okay. I think I might actually use the speed up function here and just get away from this. Dang, I cannot believe I killed that first Zubat, guys. That was such a fail on my part. Oh yeah, so this is another Pokemon that I made catchable inside this little cave, because I think it makes sense that a bear is catchable in a cave. And you couldn't catch it till later in the game, in the normal Crystal version too. I tried to make Pokemon that, you know, you want to use in your playthroughs, but weren't catchable until late game, accessible, because, I guess I'll go ahead and spoiler one Pokemon for you guys. At that Route 46 where I caught my my Squirtle, at nighttime, I made it to where you can catch a level 4 Houndour, because in the regular game, you can't catch Houndour until Kanto, and when you do catch him, he's level 10. So if you wanted to do a playthrough of this game and have Houndour as one of your Pokemon on your team that, you know, you grow with and level up and everything and complete the story with, that just wasn't an option. So I don't feel like editing that one patch of grass to make it to where you can get a low level Pokemon that you just could not usually do a playthrough with was a bad thing, because my roommate in undergrad, like, one of his favorite Pokemon was Houndoom, but he could never play through in the generation it was released because you just couldn't get them until super late. So I really tried to alleviate a bunch of those options. I tried to make it to where somewhere around Goldenrod you should be able to get the majority of your team assembled, so that way you can, you know, play through with your favorite Pokemon. The other thing is that, you know, I made the gyms harder. They aren't, you know, unbearably hard, but I did make them harder, so it helps when you have, you know, a team of 3 or 4 Pokemon that are reasonably strong that you can rely on, you know. Okay, shiny Geodude. Oh man. Okay, so, who has the lower attack? So let's see, attack is 15. Attack is 14. Okay, so we are going to switch out Cyndaquil. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna use this on my team, but you know, I can't pass up a shiny Geodude. Okay, excellent. This is doing great. Okay. This actually might be going a little too slow. God, Geodude has fantastic defenses. 2 tackle misses in a row. Gosh, like the odds. Like, I could actually kind of use a crit here. I think I would benefit quite a bit from that. Okay. Watch me get a crit in like my last tackle. Dang, I would have really appreciated a shiny Zubat. That would have been cool to use through my playthrough. Oh my gosh, what did I say? Oh, guys, I am failing so hard in this cave. It killed the one Pokemon I wanted to catch, and then I encounter a freaking shiny, knock it out with a critical hit at the end. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm just letting you down so hard. And I still can't find another Zubat. Man, I am just... Man, I'm letting you guys down. Have you ever seen a guy try so hard to catch a Zubat? Usually people are like frustrated that they run into them. But I can't pass up the opportunity to catch a Zubat so early in the game and start leveling it up to access Crobat, because Crobat is awesome. Okay, I'm not going to grind. I'm not going to make you guys watch this. Actually, can we do this? Okay. Dang. I really dropped the ball with that first Zubat encounter. Alright, guys, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Oh my gosh. I mean, Teddiursa is adorable and an awesome Pokemon, and I really like it, but I'm just not going to use it this time through my playthrough. I really want a Crobat. I also can't even see what I'm doing, but apparently I've found some paths that let me walk pretty easily in a straight line. Dang. Just gonna keep bringing the Geodudes to remind me of the fail that I missed of catching the shiny one. That's not gonna be too big of a deal though, because like I mentioned to you guys in this ROM hack, I made it to where finding a shiny Pokemon is the odds are now 1 out of 128, and I have access to the game's source code. I very easily could have made every Pokemon shiny, that you run into. That would not have been a problem at all. Actually, would have been easier than what I did. But running into a shiny Pokemon, there's not quite a feeling like it. Like it's super super cool. And if every Pokemon's shiny, that feeling kind of loses its magic. So I didn't want to ruin the magic of oh, okay. I think I just saw the little cliff jump animation. So maybe that's why I'm not being able to block. Okay, guys, like this is okay. I'm gonna have to catch a Zubat off camera. I'm not gonna make you guys watch. Actually, you know what? Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me run back and forth through that cave the whole episode. So what I'll do is off camera. After I beat Sprout Tower, I'm going to go back into that cave and catch the newest member of our team. And then here is, hey, would you look at that? It's a male barrel sprout. So if you wanted to catch that Staryu for yourself, you could easily do that. Okay, so now we got some Pokeballs. Let's go ahead and go into Sprout Tower. Let's talk to this teacher guy, actually, because he's really, really entertaining. Follow me. There we go. Look at him spin and go. Look at him go. You're a teacher? Good it is you study here. Oh, okay, dang. I wish my teachers in college were that eccentric. Hey, are you a Pokemon trainer? If you beat the gym leader here, you'll be ready for prime time. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so let's see. Sprout Tower. Okay. Sprout Tower was built a long time ago, a place for Pokemon training. Yeah, it's a good place to train your Pokemon. Only if you reach the top will you obtain an A-Gem. Yes, so in Sprout Tower, when you beat the old sage at the top, you get the HM Flash. I know it seems kind of ridiculous that Flash is an HM, but it is. So, he sent out Bellsprout. And so now most of the, at Sprout Towers, most of the sages have Bellsprouts. So Squirtle is actually going to be quite useless in this tower. So I'm going to have to rely mostly on Fireball, which is fine because they won't be able to do too much against him. And pretty soon here, I will learn Ember. And then once I know Ember, I'm just going to run through all these trainers, no problem. Got a critical hit. Okay. 27 experience, about to send down another Bellsprout. I'm not going to switch Pokemon again. I think he just has 3 of the same Pokemon. Yes, that's 2 level 3 Bellsprouts now, so we'll just crank these out. Dang, I've gotten 2 critical hits in a row. I'm getting pretty lucky. Unlike the luck that we just experienced inside that cave. Okay, got 54 experience, level 9. There we go. Okay, so it must be level 10 that I'll learn Ember at, which is fine. That's 1 level away from total annihilation of this tower. So, okay, cool. I think what I might actually do after this, though, is I think I'm going to have to potion up, because Fireball's running low on health, Squirtle's useless in this Sprout Tower. Okay, 54 experience. Okay, so next battle for sure. I'll level up to level 10. Send some money to Mom. Okay, so let's go to our pack. Let's use this potion that we got for free. Excellent. Okay, so Sage 1 is down. Oh, we ran into a wild Pokemon. I think you can only run into Rattatas during the morning and daytimes, if I'm correct, if my memory serves me correct. I think only at nighttime will the Ghastly start to appear, and then I also made it to where you can catch yourself a Misdreavus, if that's something that you would like to do. Found us a Paralyze Heal. Let's put that in the item pocket. That'll become handy later on in the game. Okay, let's take on Sage number 2. They show gratitude to all their Pokemon. I don't doubt that whatsoever. You old men look rather friendly towards your Pokemon. Sent out Bellsprout. He's got 3 as well, so this battle, guaranteed. I will have a level 10 Fireball, and it will know Ember. Once it knows Ember, that's just game over. This is actually quite nice too, because 2 damage for a critical hit. Rip. This will be quite nice because Squirtle already has its stab move. Even Bubble's not very strong, but it has its stab move, and then Fireball will have its stab move as well. So this will be nice. I'll have a water stab and a fire stab. So that's gonna make navigating through the game at this beginning level quite easy. Okay. I'm actually not going to trade out Squirtle because I want to level up my Fireball now, because I'm going to have to rely on him for that first gym. Because I can't really get Squirtle too high of a level. Okay, excellent. So 54, level 10, there we go. So not only are the stats higher now, but now we know Ember. Okay. Now let's burn this tower to the ground. Okay. So, Ember. Okay. Super effective. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to make Fireball my top priority. So that way I don't get Squirtle too high of a level. I actually think there's an item. Yeah, there we go. X accuracy. I'm not a big fan of the accuracy or the X items, really, in general. Not the biggest fan of them, so I might sell that for some money. But Sprout Tower is nice because you level up your Pokemon quite a bit. So if you have 2 Pokemon, you can train on them and everything. And then yeah, there's like I don't remember how many of these sages there are, but I mean this is sage number what 3 now? Yeah. So I mean you get quite a bit of money from them as well. It's pretty helpful. 3 Bellsprouts. Now this place is pretty annoying if you chose either of the other 2 starters because the grass will just be neutral, or not very effective. And then even though Totodile is pretty good and has a pretty decent attack and no scratch and everything, it'll just get annihilated by all these Vine Whips. So yeah, you make it quite hard on yourself at the very beginning, like this first little town with this gym and tower, when you don't choose the fire starter. But luckily for you guys, I edited that Route 46 to make it to where you can still get yourself a decent fire Pokemon. So I was just checking that out. In the core game, when you didn't have my edited Route 46, it was beneficial if you caught like a Pidgey or something. You could keep a Pidgeot, the third evolution of Pidgey on your team, decently strong Pokemon in these early generations. You could have a flyer on your team that way. It would help take care of these grass Pokemon. You could be a better trainer than I am and go into Dark Cave and actually catch that shiny Geodude and use that for your team. It'd still be super effective, but you can diversify your team a little bit that way. If you manage to catch a Zubat, it knows the move Leech Life, and that's a bug type move, so that would help you out a little bit. I actually buffed the power of Bug Bite from 20 to 40. The reason I did that is because bug Pokemon in Generation was 1 and 2 did not get a lot of love. There is like no good bug Pokemon moves except for the Horn move that Heracross learns, and it's unique to him. So Leech Life is a special move. It gives you health back, and I doubled its power to 40. So it's basically the bug equivalent of Giga Drain. So I tried to buff them up a little bit because one Pokemon that I think is really, really cool in this generation that I always wanted to use through my playthrough as a kid, but didn't really ever have the reasons to justify it being on my team, was Ariados. Ariados is an awesome looking Pokemon in this second generation. He looks so cool. Very fast Pokemon. It's a cool looking bug. Levels up very quick. Its growth rate is very quick. But it doesn't learn anything like useful. So it knows Leech Life now, and Leech Life is a little bit stronger. So if you wanted to use Ariados through your gameplay, which I would have much respect for you because that would kind of show. Oh, we got the burn, rip. But yeah, it would it's a Pokemon that looks cool, and now it's slightly better. Okay, just running through these kids with Ember. Excellent. Okay. Sage Troy. $224, guys. Okay, so let's see. We have 1 potion. Oh, no, you know what? Fireball's fine. Okay. Oh, yeah, and our rival's up here. And of course, he does pretty well. Totodile's a good Pokemon and everything, but, he's just like a jerk right now. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokemon are not tools of war. And we found that out from Giovanni. He claims to be the elder, but he's weak. It stands to reason. I'd never lose to fools who babble about being nice to Pokemon. I only care about strong Pokemon that come in. Dude, this kid is going through that stage that we all hate as, a teen. Like, we were all, like, super annoying when we were teenagers, and this kid is just gonna, like, hindsight be like, yo, like, I can't believe that was me. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training, obviously. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between your Pokemon and you. Yeah, so Sprout Tower is quite a test because if you choose Cyndaquil, I mean, this place is awesome. You just set the whole place on fire. It burns to the ground. You get a lot of experience. Um, and your Pokemon levels up quite nicely. And it's a confidence boost too. You just come through here and you just wreck everything. Like you just set it all on fire and it just burns. But I mean, when you don't choose Cyndaquil, this tower is actually kind of frustrating. Okay, he's about to use Hoot Hoot. I'm just gonna keep Fireball out because I need Fireball to be a high level. It's already level 13, so that's good. So I think 13's high enough to where I would feel fine taking on Falconer now, especially with a level 8 Squirtle as well. Okay. But this episode is becoming quite long, so I think after I beat this Sage, I'll call it quits because I don't want to make you guys have to sit through these long episodes. I would like to keep them more along the lines of the 20 to 25 minute length, but I'm doing really bad at that. It's all because of that freaking dark cave. Okay, he's about to use more Bellsprout. Okay, I think this one's level 7 as well. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's a Sage beat. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So Sage is beat. Got another 126 XP. Level 14. Okay. Sage Lee was defeated. Excellent. Chemist got 320. Fireball's evolving. Oh, what a great way to end this episode. Oh, man, Falconer's toast now. Boom, guys. Okay, we got a Quilava. Congratulations. Your Fireball evolved into Quilava. Heck yes. Oh, we're set now, kid. Take this HM5 Flash. Okay. Flash illuminates even the darkest of all places, but to use it out of battle, you need the badge from Violet City Gym. Okay. Excellent. Yep, facing us right to the right, like I started the episode telling you guys. Okay. Well, just for recap, guys, we now have a freaking level 14 Quilava. Heck yes. Look at that stats. Oh man, special attack 28, attack 25. Okay, we are set now to take on the next gym. Excellent. Okay, well, I think this is a good place to end the episode, guys. So, I hope you're really enjoying these. If it's not obvious, I'm having a blast recording these. I really enjoy doing it. I'm really enjoying the playing through of the ROM hack that I made. I hope you guys give this ROM a try. If not, I hope you guys download a Generation 2 ROM and play along with me. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.